So I got a text message that she's going to be later than 3, and it's 3 right now, and so I'm going to occupy myself. Take a few minutes. I used to relish this feeling of maybe I would sneak out and go to the grocery, or, I mean, not sneak out, but go to the grocery, but take a little longer than actual grocery shopping, because I just needed time alone and away, and this was my world, this car. So I'd have the windows all the way up, and I would sing along with something to myself, or sit and listen to the end of an NPR story, or play music, sit and write in my journal, which is what I'm getting ready to do when I get done talking. Try to reinstate that habit. It seemed like life made more sense when I kept a journal regularly and had my thoughts at the end of the day summarized in writing. Trying to recapture something. Maybe that would help. So I was going to tell this story real quick. On Friday at work, it was an especially busy day because it was the Friday before a fall break. So we have next week off, no work, no school. And there's a lot of, the electricity in the air of kids knowing that they're going to be out for a break. You can feel it. If you've worked with kids, you know what I'm talking about. And I had some last minute issues and things to resolve, running from here to there, and the bell rings at 3:05 and everybody's gone. So it was, I don't know, maybe between quarter till and 3. And I was in the hallways trying to locate lockers and getting ready to tap the shoulders of a number of kids who needed to go see the music teacher before they left. Anyway, I was preoccupied. But I heard this thunderous applause from one of the classrooms, cheering, and who knows, there's a lot of activity. The noise level of the classrooms is sometimes a little higher than what I would have, what I would prefer. Certainly not what we did in Montessori, but nevertheless, it was, to me, not out of the ordinary. I remember noting it, not connecting it as anything significant for me, but, heard it. And then at 3:05, the bell rings, and the kids come pouring out into the hallways to get their stuff out of their locker. And one student turned to me and said, "Mrs. Gonzalez, your daughter has a beautiful voice." And I nodded and I smiled and I thanked her, and I'm thinking, how would you know that? And why would you comment right now about that? And then a couple of other kids came by similarly, "Oh my gosh, your daughter can sing." And as I'm headed down the hall to try to identify and locate the other children who were on my list that I hadn't yet contacted, my daughter comes out of her classroom, headed toward my office, and is followed by a couple of other people, and then her teacher, who nabs me and says, "Oh my gosh, you must come with us. We have things to tell you." And so I walked with them into the office, and they were effusive, just on and on and on about how amazing Marita sings. They had a group project for English class. They've been reading Part-Time Diary. No, shoot, that's wrong. The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. Anyway, and we each had an element of the project to bring to the table. Well, unbeknownst to me, she had written a song to perform as part of their group project based on what they'd read. she wrote the song and the lyrics and performed it for her classmates on Friday, which is what resulted in the thunderous applause that I heard in the hallway. And she's, it's just a beautiful moment because she was smiling and, giggling in a way that it was kind of a little bit uncomfortable for her to get all this attention suddenly. But she was gracious and telling them thank you and answering their questions and I don't even know, but there was multiple people in there. And I had heard comments out in the hallway as the students were getting stuff from their lockers as well. Now that I think about it, they were all abuzz over her performance. And it just was, my heart just swelled up because she really didn't want to come to school. She didn't want me to move her. So the significance of this moment is bigger in a lot of ways because she sort of flowered all of a sudden. I call her a sleeper because people don't really know that she has the talent that she does. She doesn't throw it in people's faces. She's very subdued and chill about something that she loves to do. And she shared it with some people who were very receptive and complimentary, and it was a moment of joy. Really, a moment of joy. Brought tears to people's eyes while she performed. And then again with me when I heard about what had happened. It was great. But she won't do the song for me. I asked her to perform it and show me what she had written, and she won't do it. She says she has to be in the mood, so I'm waiting for her to be in the mood. Maybe I'll record it.